Hello and welcome back to Tiny Artist TV. This is, I believe, the 6th video in the AuGhost series that I'm doing for the month of August. If you're unfamiliar with AuGhost, it is a 31 day, a daily drawing challenge, and for the month of August, it's a list of prompts, and each day you're supposed to draw a ghost inspired by the specific prompts. And today's prompts are going to be number 13, which is flag, number 14, which is rodent, and number 15, which is frantic. So I'm actually excited about these ones. We're getting back to some good stuff. Last week was a little, I don't know, but anyway, these ones, I've got some good ideas brewing, so let's go ahead and get into it. As mentioned in the introduction, this is prompt 13, which is flag. And initially, I just kind of roughed out some poses, thinking of like, okay, this is most likely some sort of war veteran, potentially. And then, I don't know why, but I was inspired to do, actually, no, I do remember why now. Because this voiceover is coming a few days removed from the actual drawing process. But, those of you who don't know, I'm living in America, and I don't know if you know, or if you watch the news, but America is going through some interesting times as we speak, as I make this video. And so I was sort of inspired to do a symbol of resistance, and though, yes, she is French, I was inspired to do a Joan of Arc-esque flag piece interpretation for this prompt. So that is what this is. It's literally just kind of supposed to be Joan of Arc. The armor is very loosely inspired by 15th century French armor, which is when she existed. She died in 1430, and so this is her on a rock holding up a tattered French flag, very like Viva la Vida-esque French Revolution, evocative imagery-ness of it all. And yeah, that's it is what it is. Like I said, being able to sit with what I wanted to do with this prompt and being like, because I am not a very loud and outspoken person, but I see what's happening, and I don't know how long it's going to take to affect me personally. And surprisingly, as a black woman living in America, I have been fortunate enough to not deal with a lot of the issues that my fellow black women in America deal with. But I see it happening, and it's very much so, when is it going to hit me? And I've always had this sort of impending sense of doom, and so in light of that, this is my Joan of Arc inspired flag piece for the prompt for day 13 of AuGhost. Fight on. Moving on to prompt number 14. This one's much lighter hearted. I can guarantee that. My first run through, as you can see here, as I'm sketching out this very poorly drawn out hair, was very more like Pet Sematary-esque. And I do sort of still go in the idea of a lighthearted version of a Pet Sematary, being referenced, unfortunately, Stephen King. We're not going to talk about it. Horror is just full of all sorts of bad people. Last video we were talking about H.P. Lovecraft, now we're bringing up King. It's inescapable. And we're not going to talk about that because this is not the space for that right now. Right now we're talking about rodents in the light of Ghost prompt 14. So this is Mr. Gibby, and I made this sort of like little comic book panel situation out of it. And Mr. Gibby here is being distracted from his evening meal by some unexpected company. Some roommates, would have been roommates maybe 6 months to a year prior, and they have not exactly vacated the premises. And so this is, again, just a more lighthearted comic of like, oh, what happened to your pets when they look into the corner and they see something that you can't see. A lot of people think it's ghosts. I mean, pets are very sensitive to things that we can't see, hear, or smell, so why can't it be ghosts? So this is the owner calling out to Mr. Gibby and having a little conversation with the old residents of his new cage. Last but not least, this one is my favorite of the batch. Now, the first one, Flag, is my favorite for thematic reasons and execution. For execution, I will say it gets second place for this video. But this one, I surprised myself with how I was able to communicate the idea of frantic. The idea of this is a soul that has been tormented in life, always trying to pull itself in multiple directions. And unfortunately, I can relate to this a lot because I'm a person who's always trying to do 20 things at the same time. So hopefully this is not how my energy will manifest. God willing, this is not what my new heavenly body will look like. But this is supposed to be it's stretching, it's pulling, it's frantic, it's trying to get away from itself, it's trying to go into all these places, and it's destroying itself and moving it. It's a lot of energy, it's a lot of just, yeah, it's frantic. I don't know how many times I can say that without it just being like, yeah, this is what it is. And that's the thing with, again, doing more, trying to do like cooked down, condensed, easily understandable versions of these prompts while also making art out of it. Like trying to do something that's easy enough to sketch out, but making it look like you want to look at it. So this is frantic. And with that, we come to the end of today's video. I know this one was kind of short and sweet, under 10 minutes. Once again, I hope you have enjoyed my little thoughts and ramblings and explanations of this video's pieces. But in the meantime, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, have a weird day.